Hello, crypto. How's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. Well. Finally, after many months, we have a game ready to play. Pulsewars.io is launching on Pulsechain on the 1st of November. It's been a long, wild ride, but we're finally there. Um, just in time for the bull run to start. We've kind of planned the launch to be the day after the Richard Hart first hearing in the court case. So good old Ricky Hart is up in court on the 31st of October. I don't know what to expect. I don't think it's going to get dismissed, but I don't really know much about the legal system or what really is gonna happen. But it's either going to be or not be the start of it. Could not be the start of some sort of run on Pulsechain. Maybe we'll start to pump a little bit this week, but I think it's a fitting day for all the trials and tribulations of not just building the game, but being a part of the Hex and Pulsechain community over the last few years that we launched the game the day after the Richard Hart court case. So there'll be a lot of activity on Twitter within the ecosystem, within the community. Hopefully there's some good news comes on the 31st. That'll be a Thursday, and then the game will go live on the Friday. So if you haven't been paying attention to Pulse Wars, why did I go to create it? At the time when I started building this last September, so it's over a year ago that I got the idea. At that time, Pulsechain had been launched for about 6 months. There was a lot of infighting going on within the Hex and Pulsechain community. Richard Hart had disappeared. The chain was looking bleak. Everything was looking bleak. There was a big debate in the community of people need to step up and build. Everybody, it's our chain. We've got to take it over. So that's part of where the slogan for the game came from. The future of our ecosystem is in our hands. I decided to try and build something that I wanted to be one of the focal points of the Hex and Pulsechain community as we ran through the bull run. So I came up with the idea for Pulse Wars, and I had never built a crypto project before in my life. But obviously, like everybody in crypto, I was obsessed, mad about everything crypto, and just thought, you know what? I've been an entrepreneur and a kind of risk taker all my life. So I thought, why not step up and do my part and try to add value to the chain? So that's where the idea came from. So what is Pulse Wars? Pulse Wars is a very simple, easy to play game. It is a fantasy league designed specifically for the Hex and Pulsechain community. So if you imagine fantasy league where you play with your football players or your American football players and you pick your team and you get points, the way Pulse Wars operates is you mint an entry NFT. And when you mint the NFT, that is your entry into the league. But whenever you mint it, you'll have a chance of getting one of 7 different types, and each different type gets a slightly different kind of portfolio. So the idea, fantasy league, where you play with your favorite Pulsechain or Ethereum coins, and you start the league with 10,000 DAI in your little fictional crypto portfolio, and you have to manage that little portfolio as best as you can over 14 rounds. So round 1 starts with all the entrants, all the NFTs that we've sold, all begin in round 1 with their 10,000 DAI and their fictional coins. And as we go through each round and you play, the value of your portfolio that you manage will go up and down with the real market values. And at the end of the round, if you're in the bottom half, you get eliminated. If you're in the top half, you go through to the next round. So it's designed to last. It was originally supposed to be 280 days, but we're going to bring it down to probably around 220 days. So the first few rounds will last maybe 20 days. And as we get further through the game, the rounds will get shorter. So whenever you mint your entry NFT, you're in the game and you can literally do nothing and just let the coins that you get at the start run and see how far you get, or you can play the game and get involved and make your trades each round. What we tried to do is make it a game as easy to play as possible. So as I say, you can literally mint an NFT and not even bother playing with it or touching it, or you can get in and do your trades every single round. But we maximize the trades. So what we didn't want to create was a game that people had to sit and manage like a real crypto portfolio. So if you imagine you get 4 coins in your portfolio, Some of them can only make 2 trades per round. So it's not a lot, and some of them can make up to 8 trades per round. So even 8 trades per round doesn't take a hell of a lot of effort and learning and time. You can literally have have your little collection of 1 to whatever 20 Pulse Wars NFTs, and just come back every week and have a look and see whether you need to make a trade or not. But we've got a test game running live at the minute. So we've got, I think it's 11 days we've got until the launch of the full game. The minting has been live for a long time. So we actually launched the mint way back in March. We got a lot of participation at the start. And then as the game got delayed just due to market conditions, and we had a few bumps in the road. So the mint has been live for a long time, but it's open at the minute to mint your entry NFTs. Go to pulsewars.io or app.pulsewars.io. You can go there and mint your entry NFTs. They're only 1 million pulse each, so they're still very cheap. When we minted them at the start, people were paying $100 for an NFT, so now they're still kind of half price. When you mint now, the way it operates is if you mint one now, you get to join in round 1. You can join the game as we go through the round. So you can join in round 2, but you will have to pay double the mint price. And the price will increase as we go through the round, because the further you get into the game, the bigger the prizes get. So as you get closer to the prize rounds, as the prize for each round gets bigger, you will have to pay a bigger entry fee. So look, they're a real bargain at the minute. app.pulsewars.io. You mint your entry NFTs now, and then whenever the game begins, you will be eligible. If you haven't minted them by a certain date, like it will be probably the 8 p.m. on the 31st of October will be the cutoff to have your entry NFTs bought for round 1. So look, there is nothing like this anywhere in crypto. There is nothing like this on Pulsechain. All these ideas were original ideas of mine. All the coins in the game are our favorite Pulsechain coins. We have got 20 different coins from all the different subsections or sub-communities of the Pulsechain ecosystem, but we have made sure that we didn't pick more than one coin from any ecosystem. So, the only one that got more than one coin was the PTGC community. They have 2 coins in the game. They have PTGC and UFO. But the likes of Power City have got a few different coins. They only have Watt in the game. There's a few others as well. Ricky Hart's, his 5 coins are in the game. So we've got both hexes, 3 hexes actually. Sorry, 3 hexes, eHex on Pulsechain, eHex on Ethereum, and pHex. They're all there. Inc, Pulsechain, or INC, PLS, and PLSX are all in the game as well. So 20 Pulsechain coins. And then just to mix it up a little bit, we have 20 coins from Ethereum. So the likes of, there's Doge, Trump, Bonk. We've got we can show the list towards the end, but we've got 20 kind of random popular coins from the rest of crypto, just to keep the game a little bit more interesting, that it's not just Pulsechain focused. So yeah, crazy times. If anybody has any questions, just pop them in the chat and we'll answer them. So we've been running this, or I've been running, this is week 21 of doing this little Pulse Wars recap on what's going on Pulsechain every week, giving the community updates of what we've been building. We had, at the beginning, we had maybe 100 plus people watching the show every week, and that's just dwindled away. And I think there was one week a few weeks ago where we had as little as 13 people watch the whole show. So hopefully we can gain a little bit more momentum again as we go along. One thing that the game was always designed to do was to grow in hype as we run through the bull run. Obviously, we've got a prize pool. It has 605 million pulse in it at the minute. As more people come in and mint NFTs, over 2/3 of the mint price goes to add funds to the prize pool. So, if we sell all the NFTs, we can get up, or not even, if we sell like the majority of the NFTs, we can get a prize pool up over 10 billion PLS. So we've got a long way to go. And what we kind of always envisaged is that as we run through the bull run, as the price of PLS increases, the price of the prize pools increase as well. All right, we've got our first person in the chat. Gaz, sorry, just got here. Welcome, Gaz. We're doing well. We've got 47 people watching, so we're getting back on track. Gaz has been just while he's on there. Gaz has been in the Telegram chat for a long time. He's helped out a lot with the testing of the various test games. So he's been a great community member for Pulse Wars. But look, what we've always said, to make this game a success, we need support from the community. We need participation. I've got so many ideas how to make this game fun and engaging for everybody that's playing. We can have weekly giveaways, weekly competitions, loads of different things that we can do with the NFTs, but we need people in. Obviously, I'm going to be ramping up the marketing efforts now. I've got about 4 or 5 different streams lined up for next week before the game actually kicks off. But yes, we need people minting NFTs. So last week on the show, I sat for I think I sat for about 25 minutes asking the people watching to go to app.pulsewars.io and mint an NFT. So I'm going to do the exact same again tonight. 53 people watching. There is no way that everybody watching at the minute has a Pulse Wars NFT. We have spent a year building this game for the ecosystem, for the community. We need more participation. We've minted about 950 NFTs so far. There can be up to 16,384 get minted. So get minting, get your support in, add to those prize pools, and help me make this game a fucking massive success. So app.pulsewars.io. There is a little bot in the Telegram that pings every time an NFT gets minted. So I'm going to keep it up and hope one of you stingy motherfuckers mints an NFT, or a few of you do, and we'll really get this thing rolling. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a quick look at how the game operates. A test game was launched today. So whenever the game begins, there will be a 24-hour period that we call pre-game trades. So in that time, you will be able to come along, you'll be able to claim your portfolio, you'll be able to make trades and do different things. And then there'll be like a countdown timer, and then round 1 will begin. So we launched the pre-game today, and we'll be recording and posting tutorials as we go with all this information. So what stage we're at today, whenever I bring up the DAP, is we're in pre-game. So I have minted, I think it's about 10, maybe 15 NFTs, and we'll be able to have a look at a couple of what you get to do during pre-game, and what a few of the different types of NFTs, what the different options that they have whenever you mint them. So look, we've got 60 people watching already. Things are starting to move. Get that buy bot pinging, folks. app.pulsewars.io. So I've got a guest on tonight. We've got I've actually got my son Max coming on to go through some. Maybe he'll ask me some questions if they pop up. He's been working hard with the marketing efforts, doing a lot of videos, doing Twitter posts and stuff. So he's been helping out. And then we have our community manager Georgie, who's trying to drum up as much hype as possible in the dead Telegram chat at the minute. So he's having a tough time. So somebody's asking in the chat there, any TG? Yes, t.me/join, JOIN, join Pulse Wars. I always have to spell things because people get my accent wrong. So t.me/join Pulse Wars. So let's see.
How's it going?
Maxie, how's it going, son?
All good.
All good. Nice. How you find it engaging with the community in the Telegram and creating some of the stuff that we're doing for the marketing stuff for Pulse Wars?
I mean, the videos, all the social media, it's going brilliant. Like I'm actually loving the work. The Pulse Wars chat, when everyone needs to work on it, everyone does.
Yeah,
it's getting out of hand here.
It is getting
Georgie having one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, exactly. There's Gaz has put the link in. That's the Twitter handle. No, it's not even. Twitter handle is at Pulse Wars. Nice and simple. The Telegram is t.me. I should actually just put it in, shouldn't I? t.me/JOINPULSE Pulse Wars. Join Pulse Wars. I'm going to actually post the link to the DAP So you can hook up your MetaMasks or your Robbie wallets and mint some NFTs. So it's app.pulsewars.io. Make sure I've spelt that right so nobody connects to some dodgy site. App.pulsewars.io. Bing. Okay, let me get my screen up here. So you minted a few NFTs today to a couple of test NFTs today too, did you, Max?
Yeah, yeah, I minted 2 citizens as well.
2 citizens, yeah. Okay, I'll actually explain that one to people. Let's see, present, give it a second, share screen, bump. Okay. So share screen, let me see, I'll put us up at the side there. So when you go to the DApp, this is the options you have. You can mint your Pulse Wars NFTs, or you can mint a citizen. Now, there are 10,000 Pulse Wars NFTs up for grabs in this section here in the Pulse Wars. Whenever you mint one of those, you will just get one of a random one out of 6 different types. So we have natives, maxis, Pulsechans, frenemies, power items, and founders. And you will randomly get one of those 6. And the type of portfolio you get will be random again. If none of these NFTs, you get to actually pick the coins that you get. They're kind of all random except for the founders. And then these citizens, if you want to mint a citizen, the bonus you get when you mint a citizen is that you get to pick the 4 Pulsechain coins you get in your portfolio. But I'll dig into that in a little bit more detail after. So it's nice and simple. You want to mint some NFTs. It's just in here, and you input the amount that you want to mint. Nice and simple. In there, mint, and that you can get your NFTs minted. So up here, my NFTs. So as I say, we're in pre-game at the minute. So whenever you have NFTs, when the pre-game begins, you'll be able to go and look at the NFTs that you have in your portfolio. So in your army, should I say. So today, just for the ease of demonstrating, I minted 5 NFTs and 5 Pulse Wars and 2 citizens. So you can see here that this one down here, it says a power item. So a power item gets 2 coins in its portfolio. They will be randomly selected from the 40 coins that we have in the game. There are 20 on Pulsechain and 20 from Ethereum. Did you mint any power items, or what did you get when you minted today?
I got 1 power item, 2 frenemies, and a Pulsechain.
We've got a good wee spread here, actually. So a power item, a Pulsechain gets 4 random Pulsechain coins in their portfolio. And that's another power item. That's another Pulsechain. And a founder of the future. The founders are the most rare in the game. If there's 10,000 possible Pulse Wars NFTs, only 200 of them are founders. So why are founders rare and stronger? The main thing that they get is that they can trade 8 times per round, and they get to choose whatever 4 coins they want in their portfolio. And they also get to play with all 40 coins in the game. All the other NFTs either work with just Pulsechain or Ethereum coins, but the founders get to play with all 40 coins in the game. So let's have a look at it. We'll click into a Pulse War or a power item. So whenever you play in the game, you can choose to join your favorite Pulsechain team. So I'll just show this as an example. The reason this is in the game is that whenever you get eliminated, we have other games that you can play with your NFT. We'll not get into that tonight, but we have other games built that you will be able to play if you get eliminated from the league. So we will have additional weekly competitions. And in those competitions, you can join your favorite Pulsechain community. Things like the Tang Gang, the Aliens for the PTGC guys, the Paganism crew for P-Day, Fox 9 Inches, Nope, Power City. B Roots is getting booted out. He was giving us bad comments on Twitter. So his team, they've already been removed. Not giving him any support whatsoever. Axis has got a team in there. The Vampires are for anybody that likes Jack Levin and Zayn. So look, Captain Syndicate for RG3 and his crew. Crypto and Coffee, Boobies for KDP and her gang, and then Matty All In. So look, there's 20 teams you can join that cover all the Pulsechain communities. But we're looking down here, Pulse Wars Challenge. So we're in, sorry, that button there, it will be active for playing those weekly games as well. But the one we're interested in at the minute is Pulse Wars pre-trade. So you've come along, you've minted a power item, as it says here, and you want to do your pre-game trade. So there's 20 hours countdown. 20 hours countdown to make your pre-game trades. If you don't make any pre-game trades, the algorithms will, at the deadline, will make all these choices for you. So we go into trade now. It will go up. Okay, so portfolio allocation. Only founders and citizens choose their coins. For the rest, when the portfolio is claimed, the coins will be randomly allocated. So I'm going to claim the portfolio for the power item. I will get 2 coins at random in this portfolio. Let's see what we get. Transaction sent. Pulsechain can be glitchy. Have you played around with the testnet or anything yet, Maxi?
Earlier, it was a wee bit glitchy, like, but nothing too serious whenever I was doing it. Like,
yeah, it's been it can be pretty glitchy lately. Okay, so we'll speed up the transaction. 83 people. I think we broke last week's record. We're coming back. I'm sure we're going to get over 100 people watching here again tonight. So let's see.
there's 3 on YouTube.
Yeah, there's always a hell of a lot more watching through Twitter. So thanks everybody that's here watching. What have we got? We got somebody else joined the Telegram. No purchases yet though. Let's see. Okay, transaction. Let's see. Is that gone through? Confirmed. Okay, you've claimed start trading. So it's claimed it's 2 coins. Let's go and see what we got. Okay, so we got there. We can see up here, it's starting off. We have our 10,000 DAI, and the portfolio is starting off with, it got Solid X and Titan X. Ooh, they're 2 pretty good choices. If we'll look at the list that you could get, ones that you would pick, if you had to pick one from Pulsechain and one from Ethereum, they might be 2 that you could pick. So what have we got in the little play screen? So this here, the ranks and the trades left will become available when the rounds start. So a power item gets 2 trades per round. That'll show up in here, and the rank will obviously update as you're playing the game. It doesn't show until we actually start round 1, so it's not there during pre-game trades. So you've got 50. This is where you can kind of get creative and get smart. So you can't change the 2 coins that you have, Solid X and Titan X. They're what you have to start the game with. But during pre-game, you can change your allocations. So if you don't want to be 50% Solid X and 50% Titan X, you can, from the start of the game, trade out and go heavier into one than the other. So Solid X, if I click max, say I want to trade out, let's see, I'll just pick 33. I want to sell out. I want to sell part of my Solid X position and go in heavier and Titan X. These are unlimited when the game starts. During pre-game, you can play around with all your allocations as much as you want, but as soon as we tick over, as soon as that deadline runs out, you will begin with the allocations that you've got at that time, and then you will have your trades per round from there on in. So you want to be, you want to you choose wisely at the start, and choose wisely at the start, because, as I say, you don't get to change it once you begin. We'll have to wait until Pulsechain decides to confirm the transaction. That's TG Bro works with an at. Go. Didn't even know that. 97 people. The bull run's coming back, boy. Do you think I talk a lot of shit or not?
No, I mean, stuff has to be said. It's the truth.
Yeah. Oh, come on. All right, actually, so that's gone through. Okay, so you can see here I have gone into DAI. So just beware when you are doing trades, because it's not a DEX, we actually always have to trade to DAI and then go from DAI into another coin that you want. So look, whenever you're playing the game, the power item will have a lot more choices, but you can't, because you can't sell out of one coin and buy a completely different one. You can only trade between the two. So I'm going to say I'm going to go in. I want to buy Titan X with the max amount, 33. That's right. That's, yeah. Hold on. No, actually, let me just reject 1 second. So I have 424 DAI. If I put Titan X in and click the DAI balance, it'll tell me, so that's how many Titan X I'm going to get for my DAI. And I'm going to buy as much Titan X as I can with the DAI. Confirm. So again, all I'm doing here is I kind of wanted to sell a little bit of Solid X and go a little bit heavier in Titan X for whenever I'm starting to play the game. And you can go any ratio that you want. So if say playing this in your Titan X bull, you think, well, in fairness, Pulsechain, if we're starting around one at the start of November, and you get these two coins, you might want to go 90% into Titan X and just leave 10% in Solid X if you think that's the way if you think that's the way the market's going.
Seems that way.
Does for now. Right now, you'd probably be foolish not to be going heavier in Titan X. What do you think?
100%.
So, okay, if you had this portfolio, what weight would you be putting Titan X?
Probably exactly what you said. Maybe 90-10 or
90,
80-20 probably is what
80,
I'd be going
20.
for at the minute.
Okay, well, look, everybody, you can see there, we've now sold the DAI back into Titan X. So we've got this portfolio at 45% Solid X, and you can actually just hover over it and you'll see what the actual value for each coin is. And that's at that 10,000 DAI. Now, once the pregame starts, once you claim the portfolio, because it's only a 24-hour period, it will start tracking the market values. So there's alpha there. You might be able to get yourself a little bit of a head start. You might be able to make a few trades that get you a little bit of a boost at the start of the game. So yeah, that's it. And then whenever you're playing, your trade history will always be down here. So you can always have a quick look and see what you've traded into and out of and at what time. So yeah, nice and simple. This will show the chart. We'll always have a chart in here. So that's showing the daily chart. You can go the 7-day, but if you want to get into a little bit more detail, you can click advanced chart and that will bring you through to the DEX screener. Because let's be honest, you want to be able to do a bit of TA and make some pretty damn good selections. So let's see. Titan X on a bit of a pullback there today. So yeah, so look, I would be leaving that. Max, if you were playing there, you'd have done your 80% Titan X, 20% Solid X, and go back to NFTs. So another little thing here, when you're playing, you can toggle out here. You'll have maybe some, as your NFTs get eliminated, you can toggle in or out of the ones that are actually still live in the game. So this will show. So this one is a Pulsechain. We'll have a look at it. A Pulsechain. Don't need to join a team. We explained that. This is for the weekly games. We see here we've got 19 hours and 54 minutes left to make our pre-game trades. So trade now. A Pulsechain will get 4 random coins from the Pulsechain list. And let's have a look. Claim portfolio. You following all this so far? Everything simple enough? You any questions so far, Maxie? Have you?
Yeah, I think you should let the chat know that the images are a wee bit messed up.
Oh yeah, the way it says native, but it's a Pulsechain. That's just a testnet thing. That's a good point. So that's just showing native. It was too much effort to fix some of the stuff from testnet. So what's actually important here is that the Pulsechain here, whenever you're playing the game, it will show your real NFT that you've minted in here. It'll be a Pulsechain will be an image of a nice, cool looking robot. But yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so Bing, you don't have any say in what coins you get. You get 4 Pulsechain coins. So this one got UFO, GIF, Solid X, and Pulsex. Now, these ratios, you start off with 10,000 die. It automatically at the start puts a 2,500 die across each of the 4 coins that you randomly get. So randomly it picked UFO, GIF, Solid X, and PLSX. If we continue, you go in, and exactly the same premise on this one. So you've got 4 coins. You can make as many trades as you want in and out of those 4 coins while the game starts. So interesting one there. This Pulsechain will never be able to use any of the coins on the Ethereum list. It will always be Pulsechain only coins. So, I mean, where would you go with this? UFO, GIF, Solid X, PLSX. Suppose you wouldn't. Do you even know all of those coins? You might know a couple of them. You don't know all of them, no?
No, never even heard of GIF, to be fair.
It did an absolutely crazy run. I don't even know how. Somebody put in the chat what GIF did from top to bottom. If anybody can remember, it must have been over 200x. Like, it had done an absolutely insane run, and then pretty much pulled back the whole amount that it went up. But anyway, so look, you smart motherfuckers out there. You know, you've just randomly got these 4 coins. I don't know what weight you would be deciding to go in these. All in on PLSX. So like I say, you can trade out of all, like you can literally sell all your UFO, sell all your GIF, sell all your PLSX. That will all show up in your DAI balance. And then you can click the whole lot of DAI and go all in PulseX. Be careful of that tactic though, because a Pulsechain only gets 2 trades per round. So you start that it will take you a couple of rounds to get back to a 4-coin portfolio if you go all in 1 coin at the start. So be careful what you do. 116 people watching. We are fucking back, baby.
I may would break 100 mark there, like.
So, is this your first time on a YouTube stream?
Yeah, first time on any stream.
Nice. Well, welcome to the show. All right, what have I got? So, yeah, Pulsechain, 4 Pulsechain coins, trade away, starts with 10,000 DAI. You can see here that it's got 25% evenly. Another thing worth noting, if you do not come, so you mint an NFT and you can't be asked coming on the day to do your pre-game trades, when the timer ticks off, it will do the allocations automatically. So it'll pick your 4 coins, it'll assign the 2,500 across the 4 coins, and your NFT will start round 1 with whatever the algorithm has given you at the start. So, like I say, we built that in so the game could be played as easily by anyone that wants to play. You don't have to even do anything to play it. You can literally just buy it, mint it, and let it start and see how far it goes. So we'll go back. We'll have a look at a founder of the future. So a founder of the future, there are only 200 of them in the game. Now they get this added bonus of getting to choose their coins. So you mint a founder, you have a lot of choices to make. The best thing about it is that you can pick from all 40 coins. So you can see you've got access to all the Ethereum coins. All the Ethereum coins like ETH, Sol, Bitcoin, Link, BNB, Pepe, SHIB, Dogebunk, Zen, Hex, Titanx, Cult, Trump, Turbo, Mog, Arb, and then again you've got all 20. So Mafia, Axis, UFO, Dick with Butts, Watt, Solid X, 9mm, HOA, PTGC, Nope, Inc., or 9-inch, Burr, GIF, Spark, PDAI, PHEX, and EHEX. So you can build a portfolio of any of these coins. So
Mega.
All right, what do you want? What do you want? Pick any 4 you want.
Right, let's see. Go back in number 1. Sure, stick in GIF. Stick in GIF.
All right, it's making a comeback. All right, GIF.
We'll go 9-inch.
9-inch. He's just picking these at random. We'll pick 2 Ethereum ones as well. All right, I'm going to pick Titanx just because I'm flat out over there, and then you can pick another one from Ethereum.
Keep going.
That's it. What about Trump for the election? Go on, Trump.
Fuck it. Stick Trump in.
Trump is in. Okay, so you owe me a
Northern
pint for
Wallet,
making
man.
me look at some of those guys in the chat. You owe me a pint for making me look at some of these dodgy tokens. These are all quality tokens. Come on, all of them. All right, so you've made your choices. Choose wisely. Claim portfolio. I'll just speed this up. 120 people watching. Yes. Although nobody's went in and bought another NFT yet. App.pulsewars.io. Come on, people. Somebody's got to buy one before the end of the stream. Somebody go
Stingy
in.
bastards.
I know. I think there's okay. What about the have you ever heard of the rule of three for minting NFTs?
Well, I've heard you talking about it.
Okay. So the rule of three is a nice simple thing that obviously maxis natives get 1 coin each. Pulsechains get 4. You've got the founders are the rare ones. So when you're minting NFTs, you always kind of mint 3. You don't have to, not financial advice, all that kind of stuff. But if you mint 3, you might get one of the weaker ones. You probably get a regular one, and then you always have that chance of getting one of the strongest ones. Minting 1, in my opinion, is never enough. The DApp allows you, as you can see, to manage as many NFTs as you want. So they're only $50 a pop. The prize pools in this could get, and we hope can get to multi-million dollars, but we'll see how it goes. We've got to start from humble beginnings and work our asses off to grow this. Okay, let's see what's going on there. Still painting, speed up. Claiming the coins. Don't forget to mention the mini game, he says in the chat. Yeah, we'll talk about that after. The mini game is when you get if you get eliminated. Obviously, as we go through the rounds, so half the people could get eliminated in round 1. So we have created mini games that people can play every week. It is a mini trading game. It's like this. It's exactly the same concept as the league, but it lasts for a week, and you only get to trade the pulse die chart. So everybody starts off with $1,000, and you can make as many or 20 trades maximum in the Pulsechain pulse die chart, and whoever ends up at the end of the week with the highest dollar value in their portfolio wins. So let's see. Okay, confirmed. There we go. Start trading. Okay, so you see we made our selections. We got GIF, 9-inch, Titan X, and Trump. Does always puts it across evenly across all the coins. And again, then you can come in here. You want to choose wisely when you're making that commitment to your 4 coins, because you can't change them. After you pick, you can't change them until you begin round 1. And at that stage, the founders will have 8 trades. Now, 8 trades, just be careful. 8 trades is really only 4, because each time you have to go back to die and then go to the coin that you want. So just something else to bear in mind. You really do not, you have to make good choices in this game. You don't get to trade a lot. You've got to really make good choices when you do make your trades. So you see there, which shows the 4 coins. We can play around with the allocations. Then after that, I would probably be going in. Honestly, Trump can pump. So I'd be waiting this heavier in Trump and Titan X at the minute. Maybe looking to pick up something else on Pulsechain after we get a little bit further down the road in Pulsechain. Guys asking, is a boost a trade or separate? So there is another function in the game that some of the NFTs get, which is a boost function. It is separate. It's not a trade. It's just it's a separate thing altogether. So, and it doesn't become active until we're actually in the rounds. So I can't even show it. So the founders can get the founders and the frenemies, which hold which hold Ethereum coins. They get 1 boost per round, and the boost is like a random chance of boosting 1 coin in your portfolio by 1, 2, 5, or 10%. But yeah, we'll have little tutorial videos explaining that, and we'll be on again showing the round when it starts and explain them exactly. This is because this is pre-round pre-game trades. We can't actually show that. So founder, you choose your coins, you come in, you make all your trades, do whatever you want, and yeah. So the last one, citizens. The last one we'll show on the show tonight is the citizens. So citizens are lucky. They get 4 Pulsechain coins. They only get 2 trades per round. But if you mint a citizen, it's always the same. You get to pick your 4 Pulsechain coins. So look, I'm gonna make what I would pick at the minute. I would probably keep Pulse X. My favorite deck with bots. And Mafia. Mafia for the comeback, bump, claim portfolio. Those are the 4 I'd be picking at the minute.
Controversial.
Yeah, no, I didn't really put much thought into that. Probably would pick something different if I was if it was actually my NFT was on the line here. I wouldn't be so nonchalant about the choices. Confirm. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. Speed that up. Speed it up. So whenever you mint a Pulse Wars NFT, you obviously get one of the random 6. So you've got the chance of getting the founder, you've got the chance of getting the Pulsechain, you got the chance of getting the frenemies, which come with their pluses and their minuses. If you want to play it safe and get 4 Pulsechain coins and get to choose those 4 Pulsechain coins, then minting a citizen is the best thing that you can do because it's the same all the time. There's no randomness. You just get a citizen, you get your 4 Pulsechain coins, you pick them, and that's it. That I don't know. What do you think, Max? What's your opinion on, that is that a good thing that you get to pick the 4 coins? Would you be wanting to mint citizens over Pulse Wars NFTs or a mix?
I think the choosing the coins, I think the game would be lost without it because then you'd have a lot of controversy, especially with everyone buying them. I mean, you could get someone ends up getting nothing to want, and then it's a lost cause. So
Yeah. Well,
I think it's a key part, definitely a key part actually.
yeah. So that was always put in there for that exact reason that they're limited. There's 6,000 of them available. But I always think it's worth having, if you're going to play the game and you mint 2 or 3 Pulse Wars NFTs, it's always worth picking up a citizen, because if you don't get the coins you really, really want, and at least with the citizen, you can pick those coins straight away. So we see our choices there, as it always does. It's put 2,500 off our 10,000 die across all 4 coins equally. And I can go down here and just trade. I would probably be going heavier in Dick with Butts and Mafia. So I'd probably maybe sell 10 or 10% of each of those Pulse and Pulse X and go a little bit heavier into Dick with Butts and Mafia. But you play around with that. Okay. Let's see. We'll go back to the home screen. So to mint a citizen, this is quite complicated, but not complicated at the same time. What we built into the game was the ability to use NFTs that already exist on Pulsechain. So I collaborated with 27 different NFT creators on Pulsechain, put a lot of effort into this part of the game. And to mint a citizen, so what is a citizen? A citizen allows holders from NFTs from other Pulsechain collections to play. Your citizen will join, your NFT will join as a citizen of the Pulsechain army. So if you have ever bought an NFT on Pulsechain, a Pulse OG, a Pulse Funk, Tang Bears, Pulse Inu, you can see the list. It's quite extensive. There's 27 NFT collections. And if you hold one of them, you can use it to enter the game. So if you have a red squirrel, you can use it to enter the game. You just have to go and get the ID number of the mint, and then whenever you're minting, you will put the the NFT ID number of your squirrel in here, and the join now button will activate. What we've also built in is if you want to mint a citizen and you hold a Pulse Wars NFT, you can use it as well. So if you mint a Pulse Wars NFT, you can then use it to mint the citizen. You can't just mint the citizen without owning a Pulse Wars NFT or one of these other collections. So say I just minted a Pulse Wars NFT and then I want to use it to mint the citizen. You go into the details down here, token ID number 2. If I go back and I want to mint a citizen, I just put token ID number 2. All it's doing is confirming that you have one of these NFTs in your wallet, and then you can mint one. So if I click join now, that will just mint me another citizen. You want to ask something there, will you?
No.
Oh, okay, all good. So that's it for now. You can see that's actually, we'll take one quick look at, I'm going to change my account and go to my other test account because it has some of the NFTs in the game only get one coin in their portfolio. They cannot do any trades. They basically get one coin and they hold it. They diamond hand that one coin from start to finish and just try to get as far as they can. But they do get to use the boost function every round. Now, we have run, this is fucking madness. And it was something that I always classed the natives and the maxis as the worst in the game because you get one coin, you can't do any trades, and you only get the boost. Okay. A maxi will get one Ethereum coin, and a native will get one Pulsechain coin. But here's the kicker: we have ran 2 kind of long test games. So we ran an 8-round test game within the team, all the devs in the team, and the one that won that was a 1-coin portfolio. I can't even remember what coin it was, but it was a 1-coin portfolio that won those 8 rounds. Fucking insane. Then we ran a 5-round public test game, and the same thing happened again. The NFT that was holding Mafia blew everything else out of the water. Mafia went on a wild run and absolutely annihilated every other portfolio. And the person that was playing it boosted. It was 5 rounds. It called the boost function every round. So it got a boost of the portfolio each round. They're only small boosts. It's not the boost that made the difference. It was just the fact that while we were playing those 5 rounds, Mafia at that time went on an absolute tear. So in this wallet, I have 2 natives. So a native, we'll click into it. A native will get one one Pulsechain based coin. So we'll actually just go ahead and just do the random selection and see what we get. Aggressive. Confirm. So a native will get one Pulsechain coin in the portfolio. It then cannot make any trades. It just diamond hands that one coin and hopefully gets as far as it can in the game. So 14 rounds. There are no payouts until round 6. Once you make it through the first 5 rounds, then you get to the payout rounds, and the payouts go up and up and up. If you get through a round, you can claim your prize for that round as it ends. But as you go through the prize pool, the amount you claim each round just increases. Boom! Look at that. Me just talking about Mafia, and this portfolio will just hold. It's 10,000. It'll start off with market buy. The fictional market buy will do the $10,000 into Mafia. So you'll see there, 100%, and that's it. There's no trade box because you can't do any trades. But in round 1, it will show you your rank, and there'll be a little box down here that will give you the option to try to boost your portfolio. Now, again, what does the boost do? You can call it once per round, and what it will do, it will randomly spin the wheel, and you will get a 1 in 4 chance of boosting the portfolio value by 1, 2, 5, or 10%. So it can be the difference of, if you're sitting mid-table, it could be the difference to boost it. How much is the boost? There's a small fee for using all the functions in the game. It's about 15,000 PLS, so they're not big amounts. And again, the fees that are generated in the game add to the prize pools. So it's just another little way we try to incentivize, but adding to those prize pools as people play the game. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Community, just So obviously, when you're playing, your rank will show up in here. What rank you are, you can then go to the leaderboards and have a look. You'll know the cutoff point, what position you need to be. So round one, this is saying here that there's been 48 entrants and 24 people will go through. So if you're looking at your rank and it's 25, you're getting eliminated. So you'd probably want to make a trade or call the boost function and try and get yourself back into the top of the leader or back into the top half so that you progress to the next round. I'll just show previous rounds. It doesn't come up. This is the problem on testnet. Whenever you launch a new version of all NFTs, it deletes out. You have to delete out all the old data because you launched new contracts. But yeah, next time we're on any stream and anybody streams, keep an eye out. You'll obviously, if you're flicking through Twitter, you'll probably see me pop up live again. The next time we're live, we will be showing round one and what actually happens during the round. So all this stuff that we're doing at the minute will be done in that little pre-trade time frame. See, filter out NFTs. Okay. If there's no more questions, we'll probably wrap it up here at all. You any thoughts from what we ran through there, Maxie? Have you?
I think it was all explained pretty well. It's just one thing that I did think that you kind of made it a bit more complicated than it sounded was exchanging your own NFT for a citizen. I mean, it is just a case of getting the token ID and placing it in, and then you can mint it. This is what I found earlier. I was also confused, but it sounds complicated, but actually is quite simple.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll just run through that again quickly. Okay. So I have minted a Pulse Wars NFT. If I click into any of the NFTs, it will show you a token ID. So this one's number 7. If I want to then mint a citizen, I select Pulse Wars, number 7. All this is doing because you are getting a benefit in the game to get the guaranteed the guarantee of being able to pick your own coins. You have to have another NFT. So that's the kind of thing that you need to have. And then you put the NFT the ID in. Then this is always blocked out or blanked out. So once the contracts are confirming that you have this Pulse Wars NFT number 7 in your wallet, then it's allowing you to mint your citizen. So yeah, good for bringing that one up. 139 people. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been a long, crazy ride to get to this point. Yeah, very, very tough year built in this game, mostly because of the activity on Pulsechain. But we're there. We're launching on the 1st of November. So if you don't have an NFT for round 1, you can join later rounds. They cost 1 million pulse each before the game starts. As soon as pre-game for round 1 begins, in fact, about 2 or 3 hours before that starts, the price will double. So the price for entry NFTs will go up to 2 million pulse. So you are getting them at a pretty good value at the minute.
That's to all 130 of you cunts, you stingy bastards watching this. You may mint now because it will double. And if you were actually active with everything that's going on, you would see that almost every day. So
mint now.
Yeah, literally just get the minting now.
App.pulsewars.io. Okay, so let's see. We'll have a quick look at how many we've got minted at the minute. If I just go to the actual real site, app.pulsewars.io. So there are a total of 10,000 NFTs can enter the game. At the minute, we have sold 803 Pulse Wars NFTs and we have only sold 126 citizens. Even people that are playing the game that have already minted are sleeping in on the citizens. So yeah, anybody looking at the minute that already has an NFT minted, you might want to look at picking yourself up a nice little citizen there, so you can pick the coins that you want.
I think there will be a few more people meeting citizens now after this stream anyway.
Well, that's it. Look, we've got 141 people tuned in tonight. That's probably, as I said, look, no shit. 4 or 5 weeks ago, there was 13 people come in one night. So maybe that's just maybe it's just because we've actually got a launch date. One thing,
And the prettier face.
yeah, obviously we did plan to launch this a hell of a lot sooner, and the I honestly, I think I've said this a few times, many times on stream, that I did think we were going to mint out or get at least sell more than half the NFTs on the launch day. And whenever the launch day, I only sold 500 NFTs. It was absolutely devastating. That would put so much time, effort, and money into this game to only sell 500 NFTs when I was hoping to sell at least 8,000 was soul destroying. I had to pick myself up, regroup, and there was a period. There was even the devs at one stage were like, "Do you want to continue? Do you really want to continue building this, paying all the bills?" And I had to make a choice. Are we committed to this or not? And well, you know me. It's like all in. Fuck it, let's go. Get it done. There was no way out of those two choices. Give up and pull out, give people their money back, or just continue to throw money into the game, get it built. And obviously I'm very glad that I stuck to my plans, because I think yeah, Gaz is in the chat there saying thanks Ali, bring on the wars. Um, as the game begins and people get to see what we're doing, people are sharing their NFTs, talking about their portfolios. We'll get a hell of a lot more participation than we've had so far. But yes, once again, t.me/join Pulse Wars is the Telegram. You want to go in there and ask any questions. The game's all pretty straightforward. If you go to the website, it's right there. We'll actually bring up the app.pulsewars.io is the minting site. Just the website itself is pulsewars.io. That is where you can go and read about the game. So it'll give you a brief overview of what's happening. Gameplay. There's an FAQ section. You can click through to the white paper and do a deep dive into everything that we've kind of covered here today. The white paper will give you all the details about the different, really an overview, how to play. Couldn't be easier. Mint your entry NFT. Select your in-game investment portfolio, manage your portfolio, and progress to win. So you can click through, read about what the classes are, about minting. Again, we've covered all this in the chat today. The prize pools. So if we were to sell all 60, as the price goes up, we don't need to sell all 16,000. But the game, if we get to 10 billion at any stage, so once we start the game, round to join in round 2, you're going to be paying 2 million pulse. To join in round 3, you're going to be paying 3 to 4 million pulse. So the prize pools can start to fill up very, very quickly. But this is an example of where we're at. If we get to 10 billion, this is the payouts. So if you get to the first prize round, you will win back 4 million pulse. So you get a 4x on your investment if you make it to round 5. And then again, then the next round you win 5. This is the cumulative amount. So you win 4, 5, 12, 24, 50, 125, 250 million, 1 billion, and at the end 2 billion PLS. Obviously, we're a long way from those amounts, but look, when the bull run kicks off, when Pulsechain starts pumping again, anything is possible, anything at all. And the idea was always sell, get that prize pool to 10 billion pulse. Pulsechain does a 10x, this top prize is worth over in excess, could be excess $3.5 million. So help us make the game all it can be by minting NFTs and participating. Yeah. Have you minted any yet? I bet you haven't.
What?
Actual real Pulse Wars NFTs.
No, just testing.
So we'll get you'll be getting that buybot pinging after the stream here tonight. So yeah, look, it's been a long, wild ride to get to this point. I'm just going to drop you down here, Maxie. Thanks for coming on. I'm sure your face will pop up on streams a few times as we go through more tutorials and as we're playing the game. Thanks for all your help in the marketing side at the minute. And yeah, I'll chat to you after the show. Cheers for
No
coming on.
bother. No bother at all. See you all later.
See you there. So yeah. Let's see, just mute him in the background. Yep, look, 143 people tuned in tonight. Thanks to everybody that's here. Like I said, there was a fuzzy period in the middle of this. You've all been there. We've all been on this wild ride of hacks and Pulsechain over the last few years. I've been killing it in the Pulsechain in the Titan X ecosystem lately. Part of the Red Squirrel in the chat there. Whenever after we launched and we were up against it, Pulsechain was dipping. Everybody was fighting with each other again. Things were down. He said to me, "You can't fight the market," and that's why I just took a step back. There was no point in launching this game when there was no activity on the chain. We were just going to be fighting an absolute losing battle. But we're there. We've got the Richard Hart court case coming on the 31st of October. We've got Pulse Wars then launching on the 1st of November. We have the election out of the way on the 5th of November. And hopefully we're off to the races and everything starts pumping. We've been having a glorious time in the Titan X ecosystem the last few months. You've seen it just started to do a run. And everybody's making money over there. And everything's going great. And I have no doubt that the same thing will follow for Pulsechain. No doubt about it at all. It's just we've waited this long. Hopefully we don't need to wait too much longer. Yeah. So I'm doing my part. I've always done my part for Pulsechain. It's always been I was lucky to find Richard Hart and Pulsechain, or Richard Hart and Hex whenever I got into crypto in 2021. Say thankful. It's been fucking rough. It's been brutal. Maybe I shouldn't be thankful. But look, all the things that I've learned, you wouldn't, it's one of those scenarios. Would you change anything? Actually, probably would. Look, it's the experiences and the things that I've learned in the 3 years. I think you need to take all the hits in crypto before you can really make a success, unless you just hit it lucky. But I think all the experience that I've gained from building coins, building games, buying the wrong things at the wrong time, selling the wrong things at the wrong time, gets me to the point that I'm at now, where I'm really happy with everything that's happened. My own portfolios, my own building. I actually have my own development agency that we've already launched two projects for other people, and all this stuff has stemmed from being in the ecosystem, the Hex and Pulsechain ecosystem, being in that community, learning so much. Taking DeFi seriously, real fucking DeFi, real fucking people, all that kind of stuff. Has got me to the point where I'm at now, and I'm thrilled to finally be able to launch this game to my offering to the Hex and Pulsechain community. Something that brings a completely different aspect of crypto and games and fun and the coins that we love and the community that we love. We've got community teams, we've got community games, we'll have all our favorite coins. Everything is there to make this game real fun massive part of Pulsechain as we run through the next 4 or 5 months and the top of the bull run. So yes, thank you everybody for tuning in. 144 people. We're going to get 200 next week. Next week we will be, we'll be into the sort of final countdown. Next Monday will only be about 4 days before the actual pre-game kicks off. I'm going to be torturing everybody. I'm going to be in your DMs telling you to mint Pulse Wars NFTs. We really get this game rolling. So thanks to everybody for tuning in. Lastly, app.pulsewars.io. Go and get your entry NFTs minted. Show me the support I need to make this game a massive success for the Hex and Pulsechain community. Until next week, stay fucking safe out there. And thanks again.